So I think comments like this are why I oftentimes hesitate before telling people exactly what's in my portfolio. Hi, my name is Janine Rogan. I'm a financial educator, CPA, and best-selling author of the book, The Pink Checks, and I'm on a mission to teach Canadians how to build their wealth so that they can live their richest life. Now, this comment was on a post about why I typically don't share what I'm invested in, and I think that advice like this can be dangerous. Because for someone seeing this, if they just see, oh, VFV, I'm going to go look that up and start investing in it, without actually maybe knowing what VFV is. So VFV is an ETF that is traded on the TSX, which is a Canadian exchange, and it follows the S&P 500. So that's the top 500 companies traded in the US. And while it has a really low MER, which is the expense ratio that you pay for owning this investment, there are a couple of things that I see as potentially problematic. Again, depending on your age, depending on your risk tolerance, and depending on your goals. The first is that it is very heavily focused on large cap companies. So if you wanted exposure to smaller companies, then you would need to supplement this investment with another one. The other thing, which I think is maybe more dangerous, is that this investment specifically is only focused on the US. So we always want to make sure that we're diversifying our investment portfolios. We want to make sure that we're investing across different industries, across different companies, as well as different countries. And if something were to happen in the US, like tariffs, for example, or a war, then the stock market can take a really big hit. And we want to make sure that we're well diversified to manage the risk within our portfolio. And the other thing is that this is very heavily weighted into the tech industry, which makes sense. In the US, some of the biggest companies are tech companies. Think of the Magnificent Seven. But if you wanted exposure to other industries and you didn't want more than 30% of your portfolio in one specific industry, because obviously if something happens, then that can really impact your portfolio, then you would need to supplement this ETF with something else. So again, this is not to say this person is wrong. VFV is a great option for investing in your investment accounts, but we need to make sure that we're taking into account every individual person's nuanced situation, and they may need to add more ETFs to their portfolio other than just one like VFV.